I'm challenging myself to do 101 things in 1001 days. If this setup doesn't sound familiar to you, that's the Day Zero project. And I'm using this as an opportunity to sort of hit pause, reassess, actually look at what it is that I'm doing with my time. And what it is that I'm doing with my time currently is a lot of Netflix. And it's not like I'm necessarily watching Netflix, it's more like Netflix, scrolling on my phone. So I'm hitting pause and I wrote a list. This list of 101 is, if you decide to join, this list of 101 is yours to write, yours to assemble. If you'd like some inspiration, please feel free to check out my list. Link to it is in the description below. And I have made mine a mixture of sort of personal development and sort of fun, silly things. I'm looking at it as sort of a blueprint or a map to create the life that I really want to live, to become the person that I really want to be. One of the ways that I am hoping to make this extremely successful is by creating goals that are specific and measurable. So one of my goals is to become healthy. One of my goals is to become more active. But how do you check that box? What is the measurement to say, okay, yes, you're more active? So I've broken that down into specific goals. Like one of my goals is to walk 20,000 steps in a single day. Now, that doesn't mean every day, but that does mean at least once over the next 2.5+ years. I will have walked 20,000 steps in a day. I want to be able to jog a mile without having to pause to walk. I want to be able to say that I've completed a 5K. So these are measurable, these are specific. I've also got some habit building goals in there. I've challenged myself to floss my teeth every day for 30 days. Challenging myself to walk for a mile every day for 30 days. I'm challenging myself to get to bed by 10 p.m. every day for 7 days. That sounds significantly harder to me than either flossing or walking, so I've cut that one down to just a week. I do intend to start those challenges from the very start. And I think that kind of goes against probably any advice that you would hear from anyone about building habits. They say to start small, start slow, don't take on too much at once. But I don't care. And the reason I don't care is a memory that I have from a lifetime ago. When I was in my 20s, I lived in a tiny little apartment on the beach. And when you first move to a place like that, it's like the beach, it's right there, it's right outside your door, you're going all of the time. And then there just kind of reaches a point where life takes over and the beach is there all the time, so you'll get to it. And I found that I wasn't getting to it. So one summer, I said, okay, I'm going to be intentional about this. I am going to get my feet in the ocean every day for 7 days. And it took me the entire summer to do it. I would get 3 days in a row, something would happen. 5 days in a row, something would happen. I would get extremely frustrated when I would make 6 days in a row and something would happen. And yes, it was frustrating to get so close to my goal and then have to start over. But what happened is I was visiting the beach. I was getting my feet into the water more often that summer than any other summer that I lived there. That's why I don't mind. I don't mind starting a series of 30-day challenges. Because if I fail, yes, it means starting over again. But what it's actually going to be doing is building the habit. And that's the entire point. I don't want to floss for 1 month and then be done for the rest of my life. If I manage 17 days in a row and I miss a day, oh no, I'm going to have to start over trying to get to 30. It may take me the entire challenge. It may take me 1,001 days to get 30 consecutive days of flossing. But that's probably the most consistent I will have been at getting those floss between my teeth in my entire life. You know what? I really think my dentist is going to be proud of me by the end of this challenge. So we're going to see. We'll see where this goes. If you decide to join me, please let me know. Let me know. Leave a comment with some of the things that you're going to be challenging yourself to do. Send me a link if you decide to sign up. dayzeroproject.com. Let me know. You can find a link to my list in the description and link me to yours. I want to see what you're going to be doing. So I'll be checking in here regularly with updates on how the challenge is going, and I really hope you'll join me. Let's build something together. I'll see you in the next one.